What would you say if I told you a single CEO just received a pay package worth nearly $1 trillion while his company's sales are falling and the market cap of that company is just 1.5 trillion and major investors are voting no? That's exactly what just happened at Tesla. Hey all, welcome to ShareTreck, where science meets investments, and I'm your host Raj. This is my weekend editorial. Today we are talking about one of the biggest corporate stories of the year. Tesla shareholders are approving an unprecedented almost 1 trillion pay package for Elon Musk. It's a number so massive that it forces us to ask a few uncomfortable questions about shareholder value, corporate governance, and fairness in executive compensation. So here's the headline. Tesla shareholders have greenlit a record-breaking compensation plan for Elon Musk. Now, this isn't a new deal. It's actually a reapproval of a 2018 package that was struck down earlier this year in court. But the reapproval is important because it signals that despite controversies, Tesla's retail investors are still strongly loyal to Musk. Yet, many large institutional investors, including Norway's sovereign wealth fund and advisory firms like Glass Levy's, voted against the plan. Their argument is that it's excessive, lacks sufficient performance safeguards, and risks diluting shareholder value. To put this into perspective, Musk's compensation dwarfs every other CEO's package. Let us compare it with Jensen Huang at Nvidia. Nvidia is a company that is worth around 4.5 trillion, 3 times Tesla's valuation, and Jensen Huang has been instrumental in bringing it to this stage. But Jensen's pay structure doesn't come close to this scale. So why reward Musk at this level when Tesla's performance isn't even on the same trajectory as Nvidia or Apple? Friends, if you're finding this breakdown helpful, please press the like button. It helps more viewers like you find this information that they may be looking for. Now let's look at the performance backdrop. Tesla's operation results don't justify a record payday. October 2025 numbers showed Tesla's sales plunging across Europe, down 31% in Germany, down 89% in Denmark, and similar declines across Sweden and the UK. China, Tesla's most crucial EV market, also saw a 10% drop in sales as competition from BYD and other domestic brands intensified. These figures suggest Tesla is losing momentum, not gaining it. And yet, the CEO is being rewarded as if the company just hit a new growth peak. Of course, you can pivot to robotics and AI, but I have not seen anything significant and tangible that can warrant that kind of a pay. Now, there is also the Musk factor, and I don't mean engineering brilliance, I'm talking about politics. Elon Musk's political statements and donations have become a liability for Tesla's image. In several Western markets, brand sentiment has turned negative, with some customers switching to brands perceived as more neutral, like Polestar or Hyundai's Ioniq line. When a CEO's public behavior starts affecting sales, it's not just a PR issue, it's a governance risk. Then comes the social side of the story. It's a time when workers are struggling and inflation and many Tesla factory employees are pushing for fairer wages. $1 trillion CEO pay package sends the absolutely wrong message. It's hard to reconcile this with the broader public sentiment calling for corporate responsibility and income equality. This package widens that gap dramatically. From a standpoint of the investor, this is about governance, not just fairness. When executive pay becomes disconnected from company performance, shareholders bear the risk. That's why Norway's sovereign fund and others took a stand. They are not anti-Musk, they are pro-accountability. Tesla's future growth depends on re-establishing trust between its leadership, its workforce, and its investors. The question is, what is the board doing? Is the board also not accountable to the shareholders? Is the board also not accountable to the social stakeholders, the stakeholders at large? How can they abdicate that responsibility, especially given the current backdrop of the economy and also the fact that Elon Musk has now become more of a polarizing figure than just the brilliant engineer and entrepreneur that he once was. Thanks for watching this video. If you are not yet subscribed, can you please subscribe and help grow this channel? Subscription is absolutely free. Well, once again, What do you think? Does this pay package make sense for shareholders, or is it a symptom of cult-like loyalty? Let me know in the comments below. This brings me to an end of this video. You can also check out the Substack version of this video at my Substack. Link to my free Substack is in the description below. You can subscribe for free, and I'll catch up with you again in the next video.